I hope you had a great weekend, Father's Day weekend for all the fathers out there. And we start off another incredible week last night. We started off with an incredible 9 o'clock broadcast, and we had a 10 o'clock training, leadership training at 10 o'clock. It's every Wednesday night and Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. If you're not plugged into those events, you're missing. We had a life-changing event last night as a team, and definitely got a lot from it. I got a lot of great feedback from it, and this week will be a monumental week. I'm excited about what the future holds, and I hope that you're plugged in and not tapped in. I hope that you're plugged in and not tapped in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time to be plugged in to every event, every broadcast, every training, everything you could be a part of with a guest. You need to be there because it's that important if you want to move your business forward. Most people are just tapped in. They're tapped in. It's tapped in means they don't get all the energy. They don't get all the nuances. They don't get all the electricity. It's like being close to a power plant. When you're tapped in directly to a power plant, you're going to have more lights. You're going to have more energy. You're going to have more air. You're going to have more heat. But when someone's tapped in, that means they're what? Kind of circumventing the main source of the information and the power, and it's getting watered down because they're tapped in instead of being plugged in. So the question this morning is, are you tapped in or are you totally plugged in? The people that are plugged in, they're on the broadcast with guests. The people that are tapped in, they might get on for a couple minutes and they get off. Or they might get on but never get on with a guest or never contact an invited guest or never do a three-way call. They're tapped in. People that sometimes get on a Wednesday night broadcast with team training, and Sunday night, they're tapped in. The people that are constant, they're plugged in. The people that are running the Diamond Rush training, they're plugged in. The people that do bits and pieces, they're tapped in. The people that plug in to the 10 core commitments, that are doing 3 a day, that's personal growth, that has a workout partner, that's plugged into the corporate regional events, sending out one long distance package a week, those individuals are plugged in. The people that are tapped in, every now and then they talk to somebody. They might order 2 or 3 magazines. They're not doing 3 a day. They're not teaching that to their group. They've not scheduled any kind of upline support. They're not doing three-way calls. They're not contacting and inviting consistently every day. They're tapped in. The people that are plugged in, ladies and gentlemen, are on this call every single morning. They're plugged into all the different broadcasts with guests. They're on the training. They're part of group need. They're part of the inner circle, and they're moving forward every single day. Congratulations to those individuals, because I believe in this scenario where we're at today, those will be the individuals that garner 90% of the revenues that are going to come through this billion-dollar company. Those will be the individuals that transfer that wealth to their families. The individuals that are just tapped in, they might get a little bit of income here and there. They might get a little bit of rank advancement here and there. But if you want to have consistent harvest, you got to have what? Consistent sowing. You got to sow consistently. You want consistent harvest, you got to sow consistently. If you're not plugged in, you're just tapped in, ladies and gentlemen, we're fooling ourselves. When I remember when I first got started in the industry, I was working a job, but you know what? I was still plugged in. I wasn't tapped in. I made sure that I was building every single day on every call, every training, everything I could get my hands on, I was there. I was plugged in because you know what? I was tapped out of that job, literally tapped out. I was sick and tired of that job. I was sick and tired of being told when I could be sick, how many days I could be sick, how many vacation days I could have, when I could get a raise. I was tired of that. I was sick and tired of traveling because I had to, not because I wanted to. And I was tapped out, literally tapped out. I was tapping on the counter, tapping on my desk, and I had enough. I tapped out. It was like the UFC, Ultimate Fighting Champions. They say tap out. I was tapped out. But you know what? If you want to tap, you're tapped out of your job. Why won't you plug in to the financial vehicle that can take you where you want to go? Why don't you plug in to the financial horsepower that can take your financial family where you want to go? Why would you just tap into something that you know what? They're not plugged into anything. They're tapped in. By the time that source of energy or information gets to you, it's watered down. It's not congruent. It doesn't have the strength that you have when you're totally plugged in and you're immersed into a business. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, the people that you come in contact with when you're sharing this opportunity, they can feel when you're plugged in versus tapped in. That's amazing. I had somebody listen. Well, what are the broadcasts? Huh? When do y'all train? Huh? How could someone be in an organization not know that we have 4 broadcasts a day at noon, 4, 7, and 9? How could somebody be on this call right now and not know that every Sunday night at 10 o'clock Eastern and Sunday night at 10 o'clock Eastern, we're doing training with the leadership? How could they not know that we have a 10 a.m. broadcast right here, live telephone conference, the Prosperity Mindset call Monday through Friday? Because you know what? They're tapped in instead of plugged in. So you know what, ladies and gentlemen, today the question is this. Are you going to tap into wealth or are you going to plug into wealth? Are you going to tap into wealth or are you going to plug into wealth? One of my old mentors asked me a question. He said, Cedric, I want to ask you a question. He said, if I could work it out, well, you could go in Bank of America. I open up the vault for you, and I give you 2 minutes to grab as much cash as you want. What would you do? I want to ask y'all that today. If we worked it out, or we went to the FDIC, okay, and we went to the FBI and we told them, hey, we're going to allow our people to go into these vaults at Bank of America, and we're going to give them 2 minutes to grab as much cash as they want without any kind of robbery charges or any kind of federal charges. My question to you is, what would you do? What would you do? What would you do? And I'm interested. I'm interested to hear what you would do. Because I remember what my first response was. 2 minutes in a bank vault with all the money I could grab? Oh, man, I'm grabbing as much as I can. I'm grabbing as much as I can, as fast as I can. And you know what? That's the wrong answer. Because that's somebody tapped into wealth instead of plugged into wealth. The people that are plugged into wealth will pick up the phone, they'll call 100 of their friends, and they'll tell them, you keep 90% of what you grab, give me 5% and 10%, and let's see who has the most money after 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be tapped in. Get plugged in. Plug your people in to the vault. Don't tap them into the vault. Plug them into the vault. The vault is Diamond Rush. The vault is being a part of the broadcast with guests. The vault, tapping them in, is getting on the Wednesday night and Sunday night broadcast. The vault is doing 3-way calls the right way with your brand new associate, the first 25 calls. The right way, being plugged in, is driving 2 and 72. Have the vision to get sponsored 20 left and 20 right over the next 2 to 5 years of your business. That's the system. That's being plugged in and not tapped into wealth. So my question to everybody this morning is, are you tapped in or are you plugged in to the vault? I'm plugged in to the vault. I'm plugged in to the vault. Are you plugged in to the vault? Or are you in that vault just trying to grab as much cash as you can because your mentality is about you and just you and just you instead of we win. Not I win, we win. Call 100 friends. Tap them in. Plug them in to the vault. Don't tap them in. Plug them in. When they asked me that question, I said I would go grab as much as I could. He started laughing. He said, Cedric, you're tapped in. You're not plugged in. Plug your people in to the vault. Plug your people in to the vault. You can't plug in somebody to something that you're not plugged into. The question today, I want you to ask yourself, if you could be your sponsor, would you let you sponsor yourself? If you could be your only sponsor, would you sponsor yourself? That's the question. Take care, everybody. Go to bounce of your day.